Hello children, in this video we are going to start a new chapter which is an introduction to algebra. In algebra we use variables to represent certain entities which are not known. So we will look at that how things are represented in terms of an algebraic expressions. So let's start. In question 1, table shows the ages of Siti and her sister. Starting with the present age, Siti's sister is 10 years old and Siti is 12 years old. Last year, Siti's sister was 9 years old and Siti was 11 years old. 2 years ago, Siti's sister was 8 years old and Siti was 10 years old. If we analyze this table, we come to a conclusion that Siti is 2 years older than her sister. So if Siti's sister is x years old, Siti will be x plus 2 years old. Similarly, we can also represent Siti's sister age in terms of an algebraic expressions. Let's say if Siti is y years old, then Siti's sister will be y minus 2 years old because she is 2 years younger than her sister. In question number 2, there are X colored balls in a box. Some balls are added or removed from the box. Find the number of balls in the box in terms of X. At first, there were X number of balls. If one ball is added, then it will become X plus 1. Now, remove one ball, so it will become X minus 1. Add 2 balls, it will become x plus 2. Add 5 balls, it will become x plus 5. Now remove 3 balls, so it will become x minus 3. And if we remove 8 balls, it will become x minus 8. Question 3 says Viming is 12 years old and his mother is 5 years older than him. How old is his mother? As Vivek's mother is 5 years older than him, so we have to add y in 12 in order to get the age of his mother. So the algebraic expression in this situation is 12 plus y. In question 4, we have to write an algebraic expression for the different parts. So starting with part A, we have to add 5 to A. As we have to add 5 to A, so we are going to write A first, then there is an addition sign, then we are going to write 5. But this is an addition, so if we write it as A plus 5 or 5 plus A, it doesn't make any difference because at the end of the day, the entities are adding with each other. But in the case of the subtraction, we have to be very careful about the things. In part B, we have to add B to 1. Again, we will write 1 first, then there is an addition sign, and then there is B. In part C, 4 more than C. More means that the entities are increasing or the addition is taking place. So again, we will write 4 plus C. Similarly, in part D, there is D more than 8. More represent the addition or the increase in the quantity. So we write D plus 8. For part E, we have to subtract 3 from E. So E comes first as we are subtracting from E, which means that E has a certain value and we are subtracting 3 from it. So it is represented as E minus 3. For part F, we have to subtract T from 7. So 7 comes first and the algebraic expression will be 7 minus F. For part G, we have 6 less than G. Again, less means that there is a decrease or subtraction taking place. So 6 less than G will be represented with G minus 6 because the comparison is with respect to G. So G comes first and we write G minus 6. For part H, we have H less than 2. Again, we are subtracting from 2, or the comparison is taking place with respect to 2. So 2 comes first and we can write it as 2 minus H. Question 5 says there is P ml of juice in each glass. How much juice is there in 4 glasses? It is a solved question and the solution says that to find the amount of juice, we multiply the number of glasses by the amount. So, if there are 2 glasses and there is P amount of juice, then the resultant is 2P. If there are 3 glasses and P amount of juice, as each glass have P ml juice in it, so their answer will be 3P. Similarly, if there are 4 glasses, then we are going to multiply 4 with P in order to get the exact quantity of the juice in 4 glasses, which is 4P ml. Question 6 says that in a basket there are Q apples and twice as many oranges as apples. As oranges are twice as compared to apples, so we are going to multiply 2 with the quantity of apples, which is Q. So the algebraic expression for the oranges is 2Q. In question number 7, we have to write an algebraic expression for different parts. Starting with part A, we have multiply A by 7. So we have to multiply A with 7 and it is represented as 7A. Multiply 3 by B. So if we multiply 3 by B, the answer will be 3B. If something is written in that form, that like 3B, 7A, 5A, 6C, then it is by default means that there is a multiplication sign between them, or the multiplication is taking place in between them. So we can write it, the algebraic expression, like that for the case of multiplication. In part C, we have 9 groups of C. Again, the multiplication is taking place because if there is one group of C, that will be 1C. There are 2 groups of C, and there are 2C. But if there are 9 groups of C, then we are going to multiply 9 with C, and the algebraic expression is 9C. For part D, there is 5 times of D. 5 times of D again means that multiplication is taking place. So we are going to simply write it as 5D. In part E, there is a question which says that there are X peanuts in a pocket. How many peanuts are there in 10 packets? If there is one packet, then there are X peanuts in it. If there are 2 packets, then there are 2 into X peanuts in it. And if there are 3 packets, then there will be 3 into X peanuts in it. Similarly, for 10 packets, 10 into X peanuts are in the packet. For question A, we have a ribbon which is a centimeter long. It is cut into 3 equal parts. What is the length of each part? If we are cutting our centimeter of ribbon into 3 equal parts, then we are simply dividing this ribbon into 3 parts. So divide R by 3. This is the simple solution of this question. Question number 9 says Tom has tea stems. he puts in equal number of stamps in 5 albums. How many stamps are there in each album? As there are T stamps, so we are going to divide T by 5 because T represents the total number of stamps. So the algebraic expression is T divided by 5. For question 10, there are 2 W cupcakes in a box. 7 children share the cupcakes equally. How many cupcakes will each child receive? The total number of cupcakes are 2W and they are shared among 7 children, so 2W is going to be divided by 7. Write an algebraic expression for each of the following. Part A says divide A by 2. As A is going to be divided by 2, so we write A in numerator and 2 in denominator. Similarly, for part B, we have to divide 5B by 7. So 5B comes in numerator and 7 comes in denominator. And the algebraic expression will be 5B by 7. In part C, we have to divide C into 5 equal groups. As the C is going to be divided in 5 equal groups, so the algebraic expression will be C divided by 7. Similarly, in part D, D plus 1 is going to be divided into 9 equal groups. As D plus 1 is going to divide in 9 groups, so we write T plus 1 in brackets to clarify any confusion, and there is a division sign in between them, and then we write 9. In part E, there are 4 children. They share P chocolates equally. How many chocolates does each child get? Let's see, if there are 4 chocolates, then each child gets 4 divided by 4 or 1 chocolate. If there are 8 chocolates, then each child gets 8 divided by 4 or 2 chocolates. Similarly, if there are P chocolates, then each child gets P divided by 4. Question number 12 says, Bala is T years old now. Bala's cousin is twice as old as Bala. How old was Bala's cousin 2 years ago? Again, Bala is T years old and Bala's cousin is twice as old as Bala. So, Bala's cousin ages T into 2 or 2T. So if Bala's cousin is 2T years old now, then 2 years ago he was 2T minus 2 years old. We can also develop a table for Bala's and his cousin's age to represent different scenarios. Let's start with the Bala's current age, which is T, and his cousin's current age is 2T because his cousin is twice as old as Bala. 2 years ago, Bala's age was T minus 2 and his cousin's age was 2T minus 2. 10 years ago, Bala's age was T minus 10 and his cousin's age was 2T minus 10. In 5 years' time, Bala's age will be T plus 5 and his cousin's age will be 2T plus 5. In 20 years' time, Bala's age will be T plus 20 and his cousin's age will be 2T plus 20. Now question 13 says that in a box there are U red beads. To solve this question, we have developed a table in which one column represents the color of beads and the other column represents the number of beads. The first color is red and there are U number of red beads. There are half as many blue beads as red beads. So, we are simply going to divide U by 2 as U represent the red beads. Now, there are 5 more green beads than red beads. So, we are simply going to add 5 in U because there are 5 more beads than red beads and U represent red beads. And 3 fewer orange beads than blue beads. Now, orange beads are fewer than blue beads. So blue beads are U divided by 2 and we are going to subtract 3 from it because orange beets are 3 fewer than blue beets. So this is how we solve this question. Now we have developed the concept of algebraic expressions. In the next video, we are going to solve the practice question. So keep watching and do subscribe my channel. Thank you.